Hello, I'm Len Cannon. We will tell you what's going on in Florida in a moment, but first, new numbers out of Galveston County could change how some people feel about the COVID vaccine. Here's Melissa Correa.
Not vaccinated. The Galveston County Health District is now sharing the vaccination status of people who've died from COVID-19. On Facebook, Galveston County reported the June 9th COVID death of an unvaccinated man in his 40s with pre-existing conditions. The health district was unable to answer our questions about why they made the change, but Dr. Janet Patel, the lead epidemiologist for UTMB, says sharing the detail is critical.
People think that COVID is gone, perhaps, naturally. They don't know how much the role of vaccine has been in this entire, battle against COVID.
The Associated Press analyzed all publicly available CDC data for the month of May. The AP is reporting breakthrough infections of fully vaccinated people accounted for 0.1% of COVID hospitalizations nationally. Of the 18,000 COVID deaths in May, 150 people were fully vaccinated.
So I think it's a very important message. People should hear that it is true and that we can show it in our own community.
More than 40% of Galveston County residents are fully vaccinated. Galveston County counts 86 breakthrough cases so far. COVID vaccines are widely available across America for everyone 12 and up.
I think despite all the advances we have made, it is not pleasant to be in a hospital with COVID infection. Yes, you might survive, but you may have significant problem while you're in the hospital.
Dr. Patel hopes to see more young adults get vaccinated. This change in communication might help. Melissa Correa, KHOU 11 News.